The extra gear.
Think of an athlete you admire. An athlete whose mental toughness, focus, determination, and confidence allow them to excel under pressure, bounce back from adversity, and never give up. What makes these athletes so mentally tough? When it comes to physical toughness, they say that athletes are made, not born. Well, the same is true for mental toughness, and teaching athletes how to be mentally tough is what sports psychology is all about. When I say I'm a sports psychologist, the first thing most people say is, "Hey, that's interesting." But the second thing they say is, what is that exactly? Well, the clips in this chapter will give you a crash course in sports psychology. I'll describe what sports psychology consultants do, the tools they use, and why you should care. This is important because research shows that having a good understanding and realistic expectations of mental skills coaching will help you get the most out of your training. Most athletes and coaches agree that peak performance in sport requires both physical and mental toughness. Physical coaches give you exercises to increase your physical toughness. They train you from the neck down. While mental skills coaches, they give you exercises to increase your mental toughness. That is, they train you from the neck up. To get a better idea of what mental skills training is all about, try this simple exercise. Think of one of your best sport performances ever. Recall this time as vividly as you can. Imagine where you were and try to see the sights and hear the sounds around you. Let yourself re-experience how you felt during this performance. Now imagine one of your worst performances. Again, recall all the sights, sounds, physical sensations, and emotions that you experienced. After you've done this, compare your state of mind between these two performances. Were there differences in your energy, intensity, or anxiety? Did you notice any difference in what you were saying to yourself? Did your level of concentration or confidence change? If you're like most athletes, you probably noticed big differences between these two performances and would like to be in your peak mental state more often. This is the essence of what mental skills training is all about. It helps athletes understand and master what goes on in their heads so they can perform at their peak. Your mind and your body work together to determine your performance. Your physical condition determines your potential. That is, it sets the upper limit of what it's possible for you to achieve. Your mental condition, on the other hand, determines how much of that potential is realized in a particular performance. To state it simply, your physical condition determines what you can do. Your mental condition determines what you will do. Let me give you an example. On May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister became the first person to break the 4-minute mile. Until that day, many people thought that this feat was physically impossible. But just 6 weeks after Bannister did it, another man ran a sub 4-minute mile. By the next year, several more people broke the 4-minute mark. Why did this happen? Did evolution suddenly make humans faster? No. The physical potential was always there. But the 4-minute mile barrier was consistently broken only after Bannister's performance made people believe that it was possible. These people didn't physically change. It was their state of mind that was different. Mental skills coaches teach athletes how to improve their performance by helping them strengthen their motivation, regulate their intensity, sharpen their concentration, and build their confidence. These mental skills can help athletes not only enhance their athletic performance, but also to help them recover more quickly from injury or increase their enjoyment of their sport. Mental training can also improve an athlete's coping skills and problem-solving abilities inside and outside of their sport. For instance, learning to regulate your anxiety can help you relax before a competition, before an important work presentation, or before taking a math test. So, now you know that what goes on in your head influences what goes on in your body. But just how big an influence does your mind have in your performance? How important are mental skills to your sport? Well, that's what I'll talk about in the next clip.